Yeah, so it depends on where you sit in terms of what tasks you're given. So every administrator has different tasks that's
Okay, yeah.
associated to them. That's just kind of the smaller piece of the job. The main part of the job is communicating with people, ensuring that the school's running.
Yeah.
I think when I talked about the difficult conversations piece, sometimes it's resolving conflicts between sometimes between kids, sometimes between students and teachers, sometimes between parents and teachers, teachers and teachers, and staff and teachers. So I think there's a chunk of the job is resolving conflict. Then there's meeting with people, ensuring that there's open lines of communication, meeting with parents, meeting with staff, meeting with kids. I'd say most of my day is spent meeting with kids. So if if they have concerns about their attendance, or if we have concerns about their attendance, or if they're having issues at home, or things that are kind of manifesting at school, we provide support for them. And then there's the other pieces, our portfolio pieces. So we all have different portfolios depending on which administrator has different responsibilities. So some administrators are responsible for report cards, some event based. There's more task stuff.
Yeah. So what's the toughest thing about your job?
Toughest part of the job is probably having to have difficult conversations with people sometimes. I think sometimes you're having to communicate with people information about someone who's unhappy with a particular aspect of their job, or if you've noted something that you think could be done a little bit of a better way, but you also want to be sensitive to the person and the work they've done and honor the work that they've done. So I think the hardest part of the job for sure is having those difficult conversations with people.
Yeah. This is like a pretty big school and a lot goes on here.
Mm-hmm.
If you could like change or add anything to like an element to the school or to your workplace, what would you change or add?
I think for us the biggest challenge is geography. So we have two different buildings. So we have a north building and a south building.
Yeah.
So that's super challenging to manage sometimes, because we have to make an effort to kind of go to the south building because our offices are situated in the north building.
Yeah.
A challenge for us for sure is making sure you're getting out to the south building, saying hello to people.
Yeah.
So I'd say the biggest challenge for us as a school is the geography. I think the other piece related to geography is the fact that everything is divided by departments.
Right.
So it can be difficult sometimes to encourage interdepartmental work. So let's say a math teacher has a really cool idea and they want to work with an English teacher. Well, if the math teacher's in the north building and the English teacher's in the south building, how do you find that space for them to work together?
Why did you choose a career in education?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't choose it right away. It was something that I don't think in high school I thought I didn't want to be necessarily a teacher.
Yeah.
But as I started working through my undergrad and I did an English degree, as I got closer to graduating, I really liked the idea of working with kids. I really like coaching. I coached basketball for a really long time. So really the main reason why I got into teaching was because I really loved coaching. And a lot of the principles of coaching work well with teaching. So I thought it would be a great fit. And at the end of the day, I really enjoy working with kids. It's a lot of fun. It's the best part of the day is having those conversations with kids and learning from them, learning from their personal lives and their interests and things like that, for sure. Yeah.
Okay, well that's all I have.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's start. What do you do here?
Okay, so my job is mostly receptionist, and also part of that includes I do registrations, I do room bookings for the whole school, and then also some administrative work with the administrators. I book appointments for the administrators, the principal, the vice principal, And I deal with most of the student inquiries or parent inquiries that come up throughout the day.
Yeah. What does a typical day for you
I don't know.
like?
I haven't been answering the
So,
question yet.
so the moment I come in, I usually open my email because being a school with 2 buildings, that's one of the main ways we communicate with each other is mostly via email. And so I open my email, check all my emails, and try to address as many of the things that are on as quickly as I can. Then I prepare the mail, because the mailman usually comes around 9:30 and gets that out. And then I check for, and then a lot of sometimes I also do PE announcements throughout the day. So when during breaks, nutrition break and lunch break and after school, I make sure I check up with if I need to page students to the office or if I have any announcements for clubs, I make sure that I get the announcements out there.
Yeah. What's the toughest thing about your job?
I think the toughest thing about my job, I mean, I love what I do, and very rarely do I have. I think the toughest thing is when we have situations with students who are, and that doesn't happen very often, but who are breaking down or having a bad day, and just aren't coping very well. I think that's the toughest part, seeing sometimes people feel, kind of the helplessness and frustration. That would probably be,
If you could like add or change anything about your workplace or the school, what would it be?
I think it would be really nice to have a newer building where we would all be in one building as opposed to having 2 separate buildings. I think if I would change anything, I would love to have us all, in a newer school, a newer building, but everyone in one building. So that you don't, I feel that a lot of times people that are in the south building feel a little bit left out, and I guess I don't blame them because the offices are here. There's 2 offices here and the other. The offices are right here, and they're having to come all the way. It isn't always, So I feel that would probably be what I would love to see in the future is everyone in one building as opposed to 2 separate buildings.
Okay. Well, that's all I have. Thank you.
So thank you, Jessica.
So hi, I'm Jessie. By the way, so what's your name? Okay. So I guess start. What do you do here?
I prepare science labs for the science teachers.
Okay. Yeah. What do you think like the toughest thing about your job is?
Making sure the solutions are prepared accurately and that the reactions all work as according to plan.
Yeah. I guess. What's a like typical day here for you? Like.
Come in, put away the glassware that I cleaned the day before, and then go online and check my email to see what labs are required for the day, and then to start preparing the labs.
Why did you choose a career path in education?
Actually, I'm a lab technician, a medical lab technician, so I worked in hospitals for years, but I thought this would be fun to do part-time, and it's turned out to be so.
Yeah. What's the funnest part about your job?
The people, I think, the staff
people?
is very
Yeah.
nice, and
Do you get to do any like experiments on your like own, or like do you get to test
Well, I
out
do
stuff?
sometimes a new lab, I'll test out to make sure that it works according to how the teacher wants it to work. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's cool. Okay, well that's all I got.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, nice to meet you.
Yeah,